Hello, chat.
Why, hi there.
How are you today? How are you? We're getting stream started. Flowcat here. We have Stev, Dean, Count Sake. Hello, saying hello. Say, Haley, and Rodats. Welcome, everybody. Just gonna get my camera started up here. One sec. Why the ... Did I not say hi to you, Dante? Did I skip your name somehow? Dante is here. Sorry, Dante. Super big shout out to Dante for being here and being a champion. Okay, one second. Wow. All right. I'm here. I just got out of the shower. My hair's super wet. How's everybody doing? I'm happy to be here. You thought you were 30 minutes late? Nope. You're good. You're pretty much right on time. Sort of a late stream tonight. Not as late as some of the late ones, but it is, in fact, late. I definitely am not trying to stream late, but that just do be how it is right now. So it's not going to be a super long stream tonight. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna go, hour, 2, 3, not sure. But I'm planning on doing, for anyone that knows anything about Lost Ark, I finally got to the point where I can do the Vaulted raid, and weekly reset is tomorrow for Lost Ark. So Stev and I are going to be attempting Vaultin after this stream. I'm pretty sure Walrus is also streaming tonight, so you guys shouldn't be too lonely. It shouldn't be a problem for you, because if you get lonely after I'm done streaming, you can hang out with Walrus. Wow. Let me go ahead and get Genshin pulled up here. So we're basically gonna have a nice normal Genshin stream. Oh, wait. One sec. Yeah, it is autumn, actually. It takes kind of a long time. Like, hey there, JMMP. I've been playing Lost Ark since the global release, and I haven't been rushing or like moving very quickly. So I fell behind like the rest of the player base. So it's taken me like a considerable amount of time to work my way up to being able to even access that raid. Like, I know that like MMORPGs usually demand more of your time before you hit the end game, but I think Lost Ark is probably the longest I've ever had to play a game before I hit like the designated end game. Do I want to see your YouTube? What do you do? What you do on your YouTube? Is that a panda in your profile picture? Because I do like me some pandas. They are mega cute. You speak from WoW Classic experience? Yeah. Pretty much. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm a little nervous because it's supposed to be pretty hard. So I'm not sure how tough it's gonna be for Stev and I, but we'll figure it out. No light goal. I don't know if we'll do a light goal this stream, because I don't really plan on streaming for a super duper long time. Let's just say let's do a simple one. You gave me 35 likes on juggle. I'll put I. Dang it. Juckle. Not even Juckle. There's no L there. Jucka. Demanded a lot of time just to ensure you experience the content. Yeah. Hey there, my team. Long time no see. Yeah. I missed a stream yesterday, and so I decided to stream today. Instead. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a great day or night, whatever it is. Whatever it is for you. I'm having a good one. It's been kind of busy the past couple weeks with like, I don't know. I'm like getting my wisdom teeth out. Even though I was able to like deal with the pain. Still a pretty big inconvenience overall. I'm feeling pretty healed up from everything with my wisdom teeth though. Poor kitty. Can I clean it with the no, it didn't work. You're finally almost done with a commission? Like a art commission? Because that's really cool. You've been quite busy over the past few weeks as well. Lots of projects and stuff to study. Oh. Well, I hope it's going well for you. Art is getting better, slowly but better. Nice. I mean, that's, you know, it's just like anything else. Practice and diligence and just making sure you get that time to get that practice in. Learn that muscle memory. It's all very important. I kind of wish I had more patience for art, but I don't. I'm very bad at it. Haley got 2 tattoos commissioned, so you hope you can get them done next year. Yeah, I hope so too. Hey, Fred. You're a cute boy. Yeah, you're so cute. Cute little Freddy. You love the pets. I had to stop. I had to stop moving. I had to pet my cat. Here, let me move the camera down a little bit. That way, if he jumps up, you can see him. You don't have that much time to draw at the moment. I feel it. It is pretty time consuming. But it's just one of those things that I've never really been good at. I kind of wish I was good at drawing though. You know how like I'm like a pretty visual person, like as far as learning and stuff goes. And so I visualize things a lot. And sometimes when you visualize things, you want to have a way to like show that to people. Like I feel like if I were good at art, I could actually take the things in my head and like put them on paper. You know what I mean? Other than that, you're kind of left with like writing. Welcome, El. I have Kazuha. Nice. Yeah. Kazuha is my my favorite in the whole game. Ow. It's kind of rude. But yeah. He's my favorite in the whole game. Second only to Shenhe. Oh wait, not second only to Shenhe. Shenhe is second to him. How do you say that? My first favorite is Kazuha. My second is Shenhe. Believe me, I wish I had the patience as well. Yeah. Yeah, no, I have mad respect for artists because art, the kind of patience that you need for art is so impressive to me. Because art is self-motivated. Like if you're an artist, you have to really how do you say it? Like, you're putting in a lot of effort to just reach the point where you're like satisfied with your work. You know what I mean? Like, if you're an artist, you put in a ton of effort being disappointed to try to hit like your, I guess, your goal of like how, I don't know how to say it. I just think art is really impressive to me. I've always really respected people that are like very, very good artists. It's like they either have something that I don't, or they just are extremely patient and oops. Okay. Kazuha was amazing. I wish I had him. I feel like he'll be coming around pretty soon. I hope you're saving for him. I would be very surprised if Kazuha was not in the next patch. But yeah, wishing you luck in getting him. He's, I mean, I love his story, like his character story. I love his involvement in all the quests. His personality is just amazing. Great voice actors on the English and Japanese end. His Chinese, actually, Kazuha's Korean voice actor is like a Giga Chad. I don't know if you guys have ever listened to it. Hold on. Okay. Have you ever listened to Korean Kazuha? Yeah, let me go to the... Turn it up a little bit. He sounds so like dark, brooding, and epic. Hi, Fred. Are you gonna fart?
아침의 새소리는 대자연의 선물이지. 출발하자. 우리의 여정도 시작하자고.
Yeah. I really like his Korean voice actor too. All of his voice actors are great. JPCN Zhao's laid back cousin. If Kazuha is coming next patch, oh boy, I gotta practice his teaser song on the lyre. You've got 37k saved for him, so you're ready. Oh, that's awesome. Glad to hear it. It's always nice when people are waiting for a unit, but they've also already saved for them. A lot of people, you know, they'll pop in, they're like, oh, I'm so excited for Kazuha. Like, yeah? You saving? They're like, I got one wish. I'm building pity. It's like, you're building pity? Oh, no. Hi. Hi, Fred. Getting the scritches. But yeah, we've got some people in the server saving up and waiting for him as well. I'm definitely wishing, oh my gosh, Freddy just got fur all over me. Definitely excited to see him come around. A lot of people have been waiting a long time for him, and I mean, it's like Ganyu. Like, you know, not even, it hasn't been as long as Ganyu, but you know what I mean. And Al, if you're looking for a friendly community, we play Genshin, other games as well. This channel is all Genshin, pretty much. If I do anything else, it's like everything is secondary to Genshin on this channel. So I always take priority on Genshin stuff. But anyway, I've got a Discord link pinned in the chat there. And if anyone's looking for a friendly community of gamers, people that like to hang out and just be chill and game and be nerds and stuff, then, you know. Genshin and a bit of Lost Ark, yeah. I haven't been very consistent with streaming Lost Ark, but it's because I'd rather focus most of my energy on the Genshin content. You know what I mean? Like, if I plan on streaming another game after Genshin, then I feel like I'm like rushing through my Genshin gameplay to like if I were like, okay, I'm gonna do an hour of Genshin and an hour of Lost Ark. I don't know. I don't really like that. I kind of just like to play Genshin however long I play it. And I feel like it's just, you know, especially with the way the algorithm works, it's better to focus on one thing. You have enough wishes to have C2 Kazuha, even if you lose 250/50s. Not pulling for Yelan was hard though. Yeah, I can imagine. But you will be happy when you've saved. You'll be very happy. I mean, like, I've heard similar things going around about Yelan, not gonna lie. But like when Kazuha came out, welcome Mean. Justin. Hey Justin. Hello's going for Yoimiya and you have 100 wishes. Nice. That's awesome. I love Yoimiya. Her quest made me cry like 3 times. No, I think it was only twice. It was at the very end and it was like with the old couple. Like you meet with the little old couple over in Konda Village. That pulled at my heartstrings. I was like, so cute, so lovely. Kazuha for me is more important to get than Yelan. Yeah, but like, okay, what I was saying before I forgot what I was saying. When Kazuha came out, I think he's so fun to play that I mean, like I've mentioned this before. Like I stopped leveling my units at level 85, and then they farm overworld EXP. And obviously, I've used Kazuha like an insane amount. He's farmed millions of overworld EXP, and like that's because I just think it's genuinely fun to play him. Like when he came out, I would run around just killing mobs and just, you know, climbing or gliding or doing literally whatever I felt like doing, just because I genuinely think that he's just fun to play. His skill feels really good. His burst feels really good. Anyway, I've heard really similar things about Yelan with that kind of thing. People are really liking her elemental skill. And I understand why. I really like her elemental skill as well. But it's very fun. I mean, it has a sort of like satisfying fun factor that it just feels good to use. So I love that they do that. Like I think it's really cool to have a unit come out and that unit sort of like I've heard this said a couple times about Yelan, but she seems like a breath of fresh air. Like she is just a really interesting character, kind of different but not too different, you know, just like she's like a really fresh shakeup on an old kind of character, you know. Hey there, Holy Chamber. Hope you're doing well. I know you were sick for a while. I'm assuming you're better by now, but yeah. Her HP build. Yo, Shenhe's Korean voice is actually really good too. Not gonna lie. So Lost Ark is a Korean game, right? And the English voice acting, in my opinion, on Lost Ark sounds really bad. It's just very cheesy and just ugh. So the Korean voice acting is very good on Lost Ark because it's like the native language, you know? So it's just like, it's a lot better and sounds a lot more, how do you want to say it? Like the English voice acting in Lost Ark sounds like a really old movie script, but the Korean voice acting sounds very natural. That's what I want to say. But anyway, I've started to really appreciate the Korean language a lot more. It's actually a very pretty language. The good thing about Yelan is that she's strong and fun. Yeah, she holds her own you know, I feel like she came out and there's a little bit of turbulence, you know, like there were some people who were kind of like a little bit doom posty about her, but I really genuinely feel like she very quickly earned her place in the community, like kind of like Ito. Like Ito was the same way. He came out and there were some people who were kind of iffy about him, but I think Ito really settled into his own place in the game very quickly compared to other characters. And I kind of feel like the same thing's happening with her. So, I mean, that's a great thing. Invulnerable to Pyro. Okay. I think we will get more units scaling with Elemental Mastery and Sumeru. Yeah, I agree with that, Wash. I think that EM scaling is going to be extremely common in Dendro and stuff. Like, I think all of the Dendro reactions are primarily going to scale off of Elemental Mastery, and then they'll probably have elements. Here, actually, I kind of want to change this song. I'm craving this funky beat that we listened to. Oops. Probably shouldn't put this so close to the stop streaming button. I just like almost that oops was me almost clicking the stop streaming button. 50 likes. Flo speaks Korean. Oh man. I only speak English and German, and I've honestly wanted to learn like Japanese or Chinese or one of those languages, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. That would be cool. My mom had a Korean friend and they taught me cooking. Oh, that's awesome. I wasn't originally going to get her, but because I found her quite fun, I decided to get her since I have more than enough fates to guarantee the characters I want the most. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome, actually. I'm glad that you have Count's doing it right. You know, I feel like it's good to have wiggle room. Like, I know it sounds painful, but I kind of recommend to people that, like, save up so that you can guarantee at least one character and then spend the extras. You know, like from there on, you can spend your extra primo gems. And at least for me personally, that I think that that's a good way to ensure that you never have like a panic moment. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw that you said that before, like who's my main? I don't really consider myself. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out with this, okay? Genshin is a team building game. And so if I were to say I main Kazuha, I think people would interpret me as saying like I main DPS Kazuha. But to me, being a Kazuha main means like I think people get confused a lot when they see my Kazuha and they don't understand why I don't have like 300% crit damage and why I don't have like just a raw DPS build. It's because I like playing him in the role that he's intended. Like I like playing him as a sub DPS buffer. That's his role. His role is as a sub DPS buffer. So like because Genshin's a team building game, I just feel like it's sort of deceptive to say like I main someone. And then I feel like that creates confusion among people where like, let's say you're an Amber main. Does that mean that you have to main DPS Amber? Or does that mean that you just use Amber a lot? You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's sort of vague and it's not really appropriate for like if a character is a main DPS, then I think, you know, saying like I main this character, there's no conflict there. No one really questions it. But if you say like I main, I don't know, if you were like I main Goro, you know what I mean? People would be like, main DPS Goro, what are you talking about? And you're like, no, I just play him as a defense buffer, like he's supposed to be played. But you know, you could say I main Goro as in like he's the main character that I like in the game. So I don't know. I like how Inazuma has more fun and balanced characters than the others. I agree that Inazuma characters are extremely fun to play. Liyue characters are generally very simple Like, I feel like all the Leeway characters have relatively simple kits. Outside of maybe, like, catching. She has probably the most complicated kit in Leeway. Right? Yeah. I think that's right. Just kind of glancing through everything here. Yeah. But like Inazuma characters tend to be a little more complicated, but I think they're very fun. I've really liked a lot of the Inazuma characters, despite what everyone else has thought. I don't even know if I want to get into all the people. Okay, so for the characters that can fit into more than one role, it gets pretty confusing. Yeah, that's what I do with Yanfei. I main her, but I use her as a sub DPS because she's fun to play with. Yeah, exactly, Holy. You get it. It's like people who take on the support role a majority of the time. That's just their preferred playstyle. So maining could be any role, not just DPS, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. But it just gets really like, okay. Here's a really good way to put it. If you're a new player, this is why I think I have the biggest issue that I have with it. It's like, if you're a new player, I see this happen a lot where like someone will start playing the game and they'll end up really liking a character. Like, I don't know, let me just pick a character. Kaya is such a good example, because this happens a lot with people that really like Kaya. Oh, good job, Milo. Summer, it's summer. You finished your junior year of high school. Congratulations. Yo, you're about to be a big dog. You about to be the OG. You about to be the realist in the school. You're gonna have all the power, except not really. But congratulations. Welcome, Marita. Anyway, Kaya's a fantastic unit. I think a lot of people start the game and they really like him as a character, and then they see people online saying, I main Kaya, right? And now that could mean, now there's a reason I picked Kaya, because he's a sub DPS character, but you can build Kaya as a main DPS. I've seen, I'm sure all of us have seen main DPS Kaya before, whether it's physical or whether it's cryo, okay? And that is one way to build him. And like, if you want to build him that way, that's wonderful. But like, I think sometimes people, when they're new to the game, they pigeonhole themselves into thinking that like, if I main Kaya, I need to use him as a main DPS, or else do I really main Kaya? Like that whole thing. And then it's like, in my opinion, even if you main Kaya, why not just have two builds for him? Why not have a build where he's a main DPS, where you use like Chongyun or whatever physical build you're using, and then have a separate build where you're a sub DPS? Boom. And I don't know. That's why I prefer to stick with saying like my favorite characters are Kazuha, Shenhe, Albedo. Okay. Jess is also going to be a senior in high school. You'll be taking HUMMS. I don't even know what that is. Hums. One time I saw a DPS Barbara do like 60k per charge attack and I was scared. Yeah, no, DPS Barbara is actually a real thing. I hate the fandom sometimes because people who are bullied into thinking the meta is the only way to play the game, and they bully people for being creative. Yeah. I agree. I get very frustrated by that as well, because I like playing off meta stuff and I ain't gonna have anybody tell me otherwise. I like to do what I like to do. The first time I used Kaya, I immediately said, no, I don't like him. I'm not using him. Might build him another day. I don't know. I like his lore a lot. I'm not like the biggest fan of his kit, but I like his lore a lot. So I kind of want to build him for that. Wow. You guys are rude.
Clouds high. The birds. Barbados, guide us. Go as one.
That missed.
Boom. Quietly now. Motion to compel.
Langan. Hey, Oblixius. Welcome. Glad to see you guys here. Makes it pretty unfriendly towards new players who are just trying to experiment. That is literally 100% what happened to me. Like, if you want to know the story of me getting into the Genshin community, like, you know, I know that I'm really creative with team building and I come up with some interest. Oh my gosh. Yo, that's pretty good. If that adds HP percent, we're gaming. What? Oh, I gotta hold on to this. Oh wait, no, it's defense percent. I don't know if my Yunjin's using an off piece. I don't know. I'm still holding on to that. Hey Rayun, glad to see some people popping in. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter a little bit of a shorter stream tonight, but you know, we're here, we're hanging out. Yeah, we're doing it's just a really chill stream tonight. Like, honestly, we ain't doing a heck of a lot tonight. We rushed and got our abyss done, and we got everything else we needed done, and I'm just not trying to like stress too hard tonight. I'm doing a Vaultin raid after this on Lost Ark, which I'm actually kind of nervous about because like I'm really not that good at games in general. Like, I'm all right, but Vaultin seems kind of hard. You're using my two mains? Oh, really? Which ones? Being a Hu Tao main is fun. I used to join my friend's world and drain his statue's heal power. That's funny. Kaya is a sleeper, in my opinion. He can be heckin' good as a DPS, sub DPS, but people don't seem to think about him because of free 4-star thing. Yeah. No, I agree. I think Kaya is a really strong unit. I agree with that 100%. He's definitely slept on. Like, I think all of the free units are a little bit slept on. They all actually do have some pretty interesting things in their kits that set them apart from other people. I'm gonna change my team. How many resin did I use? Oh, okay. Oh, then I don't need to condense it yet. Let me just go ahead. Hey, Exhausted Axolotl and Ash Noodles. Welcome. I saw you pop in. Happy to see you here. Why don't I give it a go? I have the C2 now. Oops. What? What are you doing?
Who's our target this time?
There we go. So I have the C2 now. So it should be pretty good to go, you know. Do I want to know your team comp? Sure. You love mommy, I mean Lisa. Laughs and hundreds of healing food. Hi Flo, any recommendations for Xinyan defense stats for a good shield? You can build Xinyan in a number of ways. Basically, you have the four stats you need are defense, attack, crit damage, and energy recharge. And you just prioritize those stats in whatever order you need. So like, if you want to do a really strong shield build, you're going to prioritize the defense over the attack. So you use like White Blind instead of like Wolf's Gravestone or an attack percent Claymore. And then you'll use, you know, maybe a little bit of energy recharge to help with shield uptime. Or you'll run her with Sacrificial Greatsword for an extra shield. There are a couple ways to build her. But basically, it's all balancing those stats. So usually what I recommend is just two-piece sets for her. So like, if you want to do an all damage build, you're going to do 2-piece Bloodstain, 2-piece Pale Flame. And that's going to focus on burst damage. If you're doing a shield build, you're going to do 2-piece husk and 2-piece emblem. And that's going to give you, you know, some defense, some ER, help balance out your stats. If you're going to do a balance build between shield and damage, well, I mean, you see what I mean. You can balance those stats however you want. So you could sacrifice from some, yeah. You could run like 2-piece husk, 2-piece pale flame for like a hybrid build between defense and stuff. Yeah, Favonia's Greatsword is also a good option for her. And one of the great things about Xignon is that she actually has a lot of good sword, like great sword options. She works well with a number of them.
Things are about to get dicey.
Spirit Blade.
First is Jean, then Yunfei, then Fischl for Overload. Rosaria, because I have the Jade Wing Spear, and Rosaria is the best polearm character you have. Oh, okay. Rosaria is great. Yeah, those are all great characters. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that.
Look at you, Boomtown. Gotcha. Huh. Time to go. Go. Yeah. Huh. Huh.
Submit for judgment.
Scratch. Quietly now.
You've been getting so many elemental damage cups, that's kind of crazy. Interesting. Those are usually pretty rare. I should build a main DPS Goro, please. I'm begging. I'll pay you 23 cents and a pack of gum for main DPS Goro. I don't think that Goro can be built as a main DPS very well. And that that kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier with people's focus on like maining a unit. And like in my opinion, if you want to main Goro, you should build him in his intended role. Like if you want to main Goro, you should make the best, most balanced buffing Goro there is. Because like if you build him adequately, he will do decent damage and he will also buff your team. And I don't know, like for me personally, rather than forcing him to be a main DPS, which he's not intended to be a main DPS. And now, of course, you can use a bunch of supports and you can build up a whole team around him and you could turn him into a main DPS. You could basically do like driver Goro, where like he's a driver, you know, and you could just stack a bunch of sub DPSs and buffers and that would work. I mean, people do that kind of stuff all the time. But just in my personal opinion, like I would rather build him kind of as intended for the role that he's intended for, because it's just gonna make him, I think, be more in my opinion, he's just gonna be better. It's just gonna be better that way, because like he's meant to be like an off-field buffer, and he's a battery for me as well because I have Favonius Bow on him. So I'm going for 2-piece husk, 2-piece emblem with Favonius Greatsword. Should I use something other than an ER Sands with that? Yeah. You should use a defense or an attack Sands, whatever you want. I think I have a pretty good main DPS Goro. To be honest, he does big numbers, has lots of ER. Well, that's cool. I mean, you know, good for you. I'm not saying you can't do it or you shouldn't do it. It's just like my personal opinion. It's like there are people that make I don't know. Just like there are people that like main DPS Zenshu, right? And like I can understand I don't know. I can understand if you're if you really like him. It's just in my opinion, it's better to build him as like a sub DPS because he just shines that way. You know what I mean? Flo, I wonder what you would think of my Goro then. I don't know, Dante. What's up with your Goro? You live to piss off this community. It's so funny. I mean, it doesn't piss me off. I'm not bothered in the slightest by you having a main DPS Goro. It's not like I think that's wrong or anything. I just like, it's just like literally it's just all personal preference. I see people saying they main someone in terms of they are the main DPS, but I prefer to think of, oh, I main insert character here as in I will use them in almost all my teams because he is the main character I want to use. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel about it. Exactly how I feel about it. I think maining a character is more about like, I don't know. Like, have you guys seen people make like kin lists where you show like, no, not you. You're like the only good person in the community. Oh, I don't think I'm the only good person, but I appreciate the sentiment. Nonetheless, thank you. My brain just stopped working. I completely forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I have no idea. I can't remember what I was talking about. Like, I have a hard time not using Kazuha in my teams. Like, it feels really weird to build a team without him. Autobahn. Flowcat, you want to hear the crap poster narrative? Oh, can I guess the crap poster narrative?
Take your true form.
I'm guessing people think that she's just a more expensive side grade to Xingqiu with, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really. You could probably just tell me. A lot of the outspoken ones in the Genshin community is like, if you say you main someone, they expect you to have them built as a main damage dealer. Exactly, Saki. Exactly. And I just feel like that's sort of misleading for like if you're a new Genshin player, I just feel like that can lead to a lot of frustration. Like, okay, let me just say it like this. I've met a lot of people who, like, let's say they're AR30 and I don't even know who to say, like, who would be a good unit to, I guess I could just pick someone obvious. Maybe a 5-star would be a really good example because I don't know, like maybe like Venti is a good example. You know what I mean? It's like, I just think people need to build characters with their intended roles, because sometimes like that whole discourse about like your main and a main DPS and all that stuff, sometimes I think it can make newer players feel like if they care about, like, if you really love Venti, you would find a way to main DPS him. You know, like there's this sort of mentality where like you can main DPS anyone and you just need to care about them enough. And in a way, it's sort of true. Like you do need to just have a lot of, like, you can basically use anyone as a driver in a team. You know what I mean? Like anyone can be an auto attack driver. That's totally not even a problem. But like, he does work better as like a sub DPS. Like that is his role. And sometimes I feel like once people are stuck in that mindset is like, oh, I need to use him as a main DPS because he's my favorite character. You know, like that's the one I want to use. then it gets hard for that person to like transition to using that character as a sub DPS. Like, actually, personal experience. I feel like that sort of happened with me with a little bit with Beto. Like, I used to main Beto, like she's triple crowned. Like, Beto was my first main, and in lower adventure ranks, it was really easy to main her. I didn't even need other teammates. Like, literally, she could just kill everything by herself. But it's just like, as you rank up and stuff, like, it's just been more satisfying at a late game level to use her as a sub DPS. And I still get to enjoy her parry and everything. Gonna go to Walrus's stream in a few, but you just wanted to say hello. Welcome, Mark. Yeah, I hope you enjoy Walrus's stream. Thanks for stopping by. Have I seen French Venti? No, I don't think I have. I think it can stink either way. You should admit what the character's main role is, but that doesn't usually mean doing something else can't work or is always suffering. Exactly. It can stink. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. But if I'm being totally honest with you, I think that people, I don't know if people are really, all right, I'm not trying to sound mean or anything, but like, I feel like a lot of people have a hard time telling what role characters are. You know what I mean? Like, hyper carry is a term that's thrown around a lot. People call any DPS a hyper carry if they do a lot of damage or something, but like, a hyper carry is a very specific role. A hyper carry is a selfish DPS, like Hu Tao. She takes a lot of field time. You can't swap off of her or else you lose her damage dealing skills. And she, you know, it's you have to build the whole team around a hyper carry. Ito's a hyper carry. Xiao's a hyper carry. But there's a lot of characters that people will call a hyper carry, but they're not. Like, people used to call Diluc a hyper carry, but in my opinion, Diluc is like he's like a burst DPS. He's got a 12-second cooldown on a 40 energy cost burst. I think he's meant to be a burst DPS. Eula, that's actually a really good example. I think Eula is a burst DPS. I don't think Eula is a hyper carry. Definitely don't think Eula's a hyper carry. I think she's a burst DPS. I refuse to conform to norms. If I'll make my Ito a healer, no one can stop me. Hey Globby, welcome to the stream. French dub Genshin is so fun. I wish it was an actual thing. I thought I heard something a long time ago, like months ago, about an article about French Genshin VAs. And I mentioned that. I was like, oh, Genshin might get some French VAs. And Globby is French, and she was like, not to be that person, but like, French voice acting isn't like exactly the best thing ever. You never liked characters who sacrifice HP though? Fair enough. True, you can still show stuff like Raiden on-field time into her team, and it's all good. Yeah. Just because a character is your main damage dealer doesn't mean they are a hyper carry. Example, Eula. Exactly. Exactly. Noelle's thing is that she isn't greedy for field time ult like Ito. Her ult can be up constantly, swap as much as you want for unit. Yeah, exactly. Noelle is the only hyper carry. And I don't know if I would consider her a true hyper carry for this reason. Because it's not really her primary role. Like, obviously her primary role is as like a shielder or healer. But she's sort of like a secondary hyper carry. Like, I would consider Yanfei very similarly, where like, I think mostly Yanfei, I think she's a burst DPS or like a sub DPS. I think that using her skill into a charge attack as a quick like 1-2 punch is a really strong combo. You can use her for dodging. like later on, I'd imagine there's going to be mechanics we have to dodge like crazy, right? So like if you see a big dangerous pattern coming, you could swap to Yanfei. You can use her skill, dodge a little bit for free stamina, and then you can drop your charge attack before you swap off. Oh, I just lost my camera. One sec, we gotta let it cool down. Let me, one sec. Oh, crap. Okay. Is there a way to get an OP Noelle shield? I'm pretty sure that her shield is pretty strong. Like, I've seen some testing footage that her strong is quite a shield. Her shield is quite strong. Her strong is quite a shield. But yeah. I think that her shield is pretty good. And one of the good things about her is like her damage scales off of defense primarily, and her shield scales off of defense. But you have a lot of shielding units, like her shield scales off of HP. Beto's shield scales off of HP. Her shield scales off of defense, which is like, it forces you to split your stat scaling. You know what I mean? Probably one of the best things about Noelle is how easy she is to build. I think Noelle is just such a good unit for how easy she is to build. I'm gonna take my leave now. It was fun. Bye-bye. See you later. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate seeing you around lately. I always appreciate it when I see fresh faces pop into the stream and then they keep coming back, you know? When I see people come back, I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the shields. Yeah. So that's, in my opinion, that's one of the greatest things about Noelle, is you can build up the shield strength without sacrificing damage. Hello. Yeah, because the person's name is Hello in the chat, Mark. Which is so funny because I think it's like it's a very clever name, because when they say goodbye, it's like goodbye, hello. You know? Hello, goodbye. We need to find someone who has an account named Goodbye, and then we can have hello and goodbye in the stream. And when hello shows up, wait, this is gonna get way too confusing. I need to stop talking about this right now, or else my brain's gonna explode. Well, C6 Noelle just boosts her damage. Wow, that could be a good off piece. C6 Noelle just boosts her damage, so like you don't need C6 Noelle for like her traditional build. Hi, stay hydrated. Welcome. I love your name. I say that at the end of like every stream and video. I say stay healthy, stay hydrated. A peace is what I say. I'm glad that you are carrying forth the message about hydration. Yeah, C6 is mostly for like if you really want to main Noelle and like truly main DPS Noelle, not just like we were just talking about that forever. But yeah, C6 is really good for that because it just adds more scaling. Need to find someone named Stay Healthy. Yeah, exactly. Dang. These both kind of suck. All right, one more run. If they didn't make Beto so intimidating in the story, I probably wouldn't want to use her as a main field carry. Fair enough. I really like King. I know we've talked about this a lot. Like I really liked. So because I love Beto so much, I spent a long time experimenting with her. What the heck is she? There she is. And one thing I found out by using Beto a lot, there's a really fun build you can do with her. And now this is obviously an off meta build, but if you run her in 4-piece Thundering Fury and you have C4, let me go ahead. So once you take damage or upon being attacked, your normal attacks will gain an additional instance of 20% electric damage. So this is not an infusion. This is just like an additional damage proc, kind of like C6 Fischl. Autobahn knew this was coming. Yeah, I talk about this a lot. Whenever Beto comes up, pretty much. But essentially what you can do is you can get hit, use her parry to get hit, and you'll get when you parry, you'll get your C4 active because you know you get hit. Anyway, then you use any other unit, like you could use Kokomi, you could use Chongyun, anyone that'll allow you to continuously proc reactions with your Beto, and you just essentially use 4-piece Thundering Fury as well as the C4, and you auto attack to reduce her cooldown. And you can like, if you decide to use Chongyun for this, having C2 Chongyun makes it even faster. Like basically I got it to the point where I was able to parry every 3 seconds with Beto. You can get her cooldown for her parry down to like 3 seconds, which is really good. It makes her like this pretty unstoppable tank of a character,
One with nature.
which I really like.
Wind and cloud.
It's a fun build.
Wind.
From whence you came, forth my blade.
If they
Take your true form.
ever add an elemental skill damage set, I don't know if it would be better than Thundering Fury. Like Thundering Fury is good in that situation because it allows you to really cut down on her cooldown, but I don't know. If they had like a Gambler's 5-star set, like, I don't know. I'm hoping in the future there's a new way to build Beto, like a Beto parry build. Because it's been a long time since they've added anything in the game that would make that more viable or anything. But lately they've been adding a lot of characters that have elemental skill damage. Like a lot of the recent characters, Yaimiko, Yelan, there's a lot of them that have like pretty good elemental skill damage. It's a big part of their kit. Let's see. We don't have a proper electro set for damage. True. True. There's no equal to something like Crimson. Yeah. I'm not sure if we'll ever really get something exactly like Crimson Witch for Electro. I think what we'll get... Honestly, I think Electro units are going to end up using things like... Emblem is already very popular. Emblem of Severed Fate is already very popular on a lot of Electro units. Like Beto. Raiden. So I think we're going to have like probably like a Gambler's 5-star set kind of thing, like an elemental skill damage set. That's probably going to be very good on them. Did I not finish? Also, I may be forgetting something, but don't we have an elemental damage 5-star Claymore? Like Mistsplitter of Claymores? No, I don't think we really do. We don't have a super lot of... Oops. We don't have... Oh yeah, that's right. I think we'll probably get something like that eventually. I think that would probably be fair to assume. The only crit Claymore is best. Yeah. That's very true. Pyro. Okay. Where did I buy my cat? I rescued my cat. My cat's a rescue. I got him from a shelter. I'm going for an electrocharge team with Beto as my driver. That's a good idea. Driver Beto is a good idea. Because that lets you, like, really utilize her burst. Yeah. That's cool. I kind of want to see, I want to see someone try Beto, Driver Beto, like, a Yelan comp with Driver Beto. Because the damage ramping, I feel like the damage ramping for Beto would be pretty nutty. It's like 50% damage at the end. Yeah. Right? Yeah, I feel like that'd be really good. I might have to try that out at some point. Ugh. I need more artifacts.
Allow me. Obey.
Never enough artifacts.
Spirit blade, attack! Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Wind strike.
Beto, Yelan, and I don't know. I mean, it would be your basic taser setup. So like,
Manifest. Unleash.
you would probably want to put Fischl in there, and you'd probably want to put yeah, like Sayu or like Jean or like something like that. I was like, honestly, once Kuki comes out, taser teams are gonna be popping off. Taser teams, ow. Taser teams have had very little options for healers for a long time. So once Kuki comes out, the team building for taser comps is going to get a lot more interesting. Actually, a lot of taser comps have been running without healers for a while because it's actually really convenient if you think about it. If you have to double stack on an element, so like if you're building a taser team, the raw formula for a taser team is double electro, hydro animo or something. So like, let's say you have this team comp, right? It's like, okay, I want a healer, right? Okay, try to get a healer in here. All right, well, let's go ahead and swap Yelan for Kokomi.
Victory will be ours.
It's like, okay, you can do that, but you just lost damage. And also Kokomi is a driver. So if you want to do driver Beto, I don't know about that. And it's like, oh, okay, well then in that case, let's keep Yelan here. Let's go ahead and take Kazuha out, and we'll put in Jean.
We may leave at any time.
And then you run into the problem where she doesn't swirl enough. Like, compared to Kazuha, you lose out on a lot of CC. You lose out on a lot of swirl potential because just Jean is more of like a single target swirler out other than her burst. You know what I mean? So it works, but it's just not ideal, right? But it's much easier to swap out the electro unit. Where am I? There you go.
All right.
Like it'd be much easier to swap Sara out for like a Kuki in this situation. You see what I'm saying? Because then you would have your buffer, your sub DPS, your healer, and your driver, and it would be a very simple comp. Even compared to EM swirl Sayu, she doesn't really swirl. Exactly. Yeah, like Sayu would be even better than Jean in this comp. What about Sucrose with a free-to-play healer weapon? That is actually something people have used for a long time. People have been using healer Sucrose in taser teams. But that's exactly why I'm excited for us to have Kuki, because then people won't have to do that anymore. Like it's just gonna really simplify things for team building on taser teams. Sucrose prototype Amber works pretty nice. Yeah, it does. It should be called Taser Cookie. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take a very quick break. Not a long one, just a quick one. I just want to grab some more tea, fresh tea, and then we'll do some more quests. Keep chatting. All the good stuffs. All right. You can have all the damage Kazuha and Yelan do, and all the damage percent they buff onto Beta with Kuki. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. All right. Be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Kooky might complete your beta team. You can have all the... We need a Caspian drinking tea emote. True. I should have Jess. Oh, I should have Jess do that. I think we have to hit a certain amount of channel members before we can add more emotes. I'm not sure. Oh, we still have weekly bosses to do. Well, we can do those later this week. We can do those later this week. So I farmed artifacts. Let's see. I need to probably mine a bit. Wolf Gravestone should work out like a 37%-ish electro DPS increase on beta on average compared to Yalen or Kazuha damage percent buff. Cool. That's not bad. You could put a Wolf's Gravestone on a Sayu. Like if you wanted to replace Kazuha and a Beto because she can snapshot Wolf Gravestone buff. So outside of boss fights, that'd be pretty strong. It wouldn't be as useful in boss fights though, because single target, you know, if you only have one target and you have to take it to 30% HP.
Hold the line. Manifest.
Submit for judgment.
Oh. Man, she can really hop around pretty fast, can't she? That speed hopping trick is really genuinely hard to do.
Time to go.
Like you have to time this so well to get it to work. Just use Wolf Gravestone as an example.
Rest and rebuild. Obey.
The wind knows.
Tuna would be the same, more with respect to damage percent, buffs being less effective on Serpent Spine since it already has a fair amount. Fair enough. Man, that is like, honestly, that is one of the most interesting parts of Genshin,
One with nature.
is like stat balancing. I don't know how to talk about this really, but like for the longest time, RPGs have not really like balanced builds are not really like a common thing in RPGs. Here, we're actually gonna try. I want to try a taser team.
Take heart. Victory will be ours.
Oh, who do I want to use as the healer? I kind of want Electro Resonance. See, this is another, like, Kuki would actually be really good here too. Another example of where an Electro healer would be really good. See, like this core comp right here. Yayla and Kazuha.
We may leave at any time.
I guess let's just try. No, I don't think that would work very well. Let's just try with Kokomi.
All is accounted for. Let's move out.
Oops. No, I think I want this. Rotations are going to be really hard for this team. Here, let me try it.
Hold the line.
Do that.
Now, emerge.
Wind strider.
Gotcha.
Not bad. So what I did right there, 57,000 damage. I almost doubled my damage. So I have Hakushin Ring on my Yaimiko, R3. So I buffed, basically what I just did there is I put the jellyfish down, I used Yaimiko, put her turrets down, trigger Hakushin Ring, and then I swirled Hydro and Electro with Kazuha. And then, so that gave me a 40% plus a 15%. Gave me like a 55% damage bonus. Right there. That's pretty good. Okay, let me read chat. Speaking of tuna, I wish they would make a shop or something for the event weapons people have missed out on. I kind of feel like we will actually. Yeah, there are some interesting situations that come out depending on how you want to play it. They really should have a shop for that. I feel bad for all our beta fans, man. I keep Cinnabarge. Yeah, Miko Healer. Try that against the 4 Ruin Guards and the Guardian stuff first for real test. Yeah, I'll try that out.
Rebuild. Right here, right now.
Also, Yelan can hit people on their towers. Like when those enemies try to sit up on those towers, you can still snag them. Yeah, I think there should be a shop for event weapons. And I'm not gonna lie, there are some event weapons that you can get in souvenir shops, right? Or not weapons, gadgets. I'm pretty sure eventually we will have something like that. I don't know what the point of delaying it is,
Right here.
but oh my gosh, rude. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Oh my gosh, let me.
Gotcha.
Event weapon is exclusive for now. Instruments and whatnot. Yeah. I think I heard Freddy meow in the back. Yeah, he's sitting by my feet. He wants to get fed pretty soon. So, actually, I'll probably, I'll just wait. I'm not gonna be doing a super long stream tonight, so I'll probably just wait until after stream to give him some foodsies. You don't use your Festering Desire anymore. It's nice, but nothing crazy these days. Yeah, I don't even have Festering Desire. I wish I did. Like, honestly, I wish they had the shop for that. Like, I would love to get myself a Festering Desire. Not that, like, again, you're right. Not that it's, like, super cracked anymore or anything, but it would just be nice to have, I guess. You don't have Festering Desire because you thought you could get it whenever. Uh-oh.
You are
Eavesdropper.
Emerge.
As one with wind and cloud.
That was still 59,000. I must not have gotten the Hakushin ring buff. That's annoying. Yeah, rotations are going to be potentially too annoying for this team. Mining in the chasm just feels better. Have you guys noticed that the ore, like the ore deposits in the chasm, just drop more? You get more stuff in general from the chasm. Vroom. Yeah. I had a friend of mine who missed out on that event because she was playing Amore during the entire event. Oh no. I wasn't even here during that event. Sag.
now, right here, right now.
Wind strider.
Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly now.
No. I'm always watching. Emerge, right now, right here.
Covenants
of the deep.
Never mind. I really like this team. I really like this team. I lied to all of you. Did I join post in Azuma? No, I started in 1.2. Ganyu banner, her first banner was my first banner.
Let's move out.
Amori's a great game. I'll probably play it sometime. I'll wait for my resin to recharge so you can build artifacts for Xinyan. That's cool. Kind of wondering, Flo, is there anyone you're thinking of building up soon? Really? That's interesting. I've been wanting to work on my couple units that I want to work on. Yeah, I have been wanting to work on my Sayu too.
Come with me.
Like these 4 units I've been wanting to work on. I need to find good teams for them. So it's mostly just figuring out a good team for these units and then building the artifacts and stuff for that. Although Yoimiya, I'm going to put on echoes. So I'm just basically waiting until I'm done farming the current artifacts that I'm farming. And then I'll be able to go back to the echoes domain for Yoimiya. Rodat started right before 2.0. Got around AR 30-ish when Inazuma dropped and Shogun was your first limited 5-star. So I was able to do Raiden National until I got Hu Tao. Interesting. If you have low ping, Echoes is pretty fun. Oh. I've heard the opposite.
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
I want to try so many teams with Yelan. I just don't know what to do. I can't wait for Dendro to come out. Like team building, I don't want to say team building feels kind of stale, but like I really could use some like something really fresh, you know, shake up the game a bit. So I'm looking forward to
Ready for trial.
Dendro. I played a bit and quit. This account I have now, I started in 2.6, I think. Oh. Can't wait to see how Dendro Traveler works. Yeah, it's going to be a big deal. Dendro Traveler creates a bush. Just a bush. Yeah. Echoes might be a niche set, but from what everyone can tell, it's the favored set from that domain. So not hard to grind. Interesting. I would be interested in someone actually doing math on that, like favored sets in a domain. Like, is it really 50-50 what you're getting in those domains?
Time to go.
I started around launch and Raiden Shogun was your first limited 5-star. Wait, what? You started around launch, Count Sake, and Raiden Shogun was your first limited 5-star?
Busted.
Are you for realsies? That's pretty impressive. I mean, that's kind of crazy. There's a Genshin stats group. Think you're gonna use Fading Twilight on Kujo Sora? What do I think? I think that's good. It's a good bow for Sora because it has like the same base attack as like Sacrificial. You know what I mean?
Take it easy.
And you get the extra little damage buff, which is actually really nice for Yanfei.
Incinerate!
Gotcha.
Skipped a lot of people. That's awesome, though. Good for you. A lot of people find it very hard to skip. So, being able to skip to save for units that you really, really want. That's awesome. Ow.
Wind strategy.
Motion to compel!
Busted.
Hmm. So, for example, it's been confirmed for a while that Crimson Witch versus Lava Walker drops 10 to 20% more. Interesting. Oh my gosh. That was fun. Hi, Fred. Fred's meowing at me, guys. He's getting impatient. He wants his foodsies. So we'll probably stream for about 15, 20 more minutes here, and we'll just make it a nice little short stream. I will be back tomorrow with another stream, and I promise this time. I know I've taken a couple days off. I always make up for it. But I do understand that you guys like me to stream at my regular times. That is understandable. I totally understands where's yous bees comings froms. Look at this little ore spot. It's kind of hard to miss. Or not hard to miss, easy to miss, rather. Where'd all the ore go? I got like one. Did it all fall into the ground or something? Dang. I got gypped. I got scammed. All right, let's go underground. I think the ore is like just better underground. All right, anyone have anything super fun or interesting they'd like to share with the stream? Anyone have anything happen today or in recent history that is crazy and or exciting and or crazy and exciting? I don't know. Oh, Freddy, careful. Artifact drops probably have something to do with probability, like how you flip a coin 50-50 but side, but you know you're probably gonna get one side more than the other. Yeah. No, Freddy!
It's jury.
Oh my god, Freddy. You just killed Yanfei. Guys. Freddy's a murderer. He's a cold-blooded killer. He just murdered Yanfei in cold blood. He jumped up on my lap and he tapped the enter key and he just let my Yanfei plummet to her death. That's horrible.
Hear me.
Terrible, Freddy.
Motion to compel.
Gotcha. Quietly now.
He's like, Freddy is like, oh, you're gonna wait to feed me? Yeah. Every 10 minutes you wait, I'm gonna kill one of your units. Every 10 minutes you refuse to feed me, I'm taking one of them hostage. It's so crazy. Freddy heard you wanted something interesting for the stream, so he obliged. Fair enough. True. Careful what you wish for. You know what I mean? Actually, I want to see if I can remember where this little entrance is. Who's gonna take Freddy to court now? The lawyer is dead. That was very funny. Knocking my socks off. All right. I need light. Also, update on the geese. They're almost fully grown and have most, if not all, of their adult feathers, so they'll probably be leaving soon. Aww. Well, I'm glad that they had a safe stay. I'll be laughing if Freddy turns off the power switch to your power surge protector. Happened to one streamer I watched in the past. Yeah, actually, he never goes up on the little like side table that my power strip is on, but I have a piece of tape on the power button so that he can't do that.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Incinerate! Gotcha.
Quietly now.
Barbados, guide us. Go as one. Motion to compel.
Okay, where's this? Where's the cave at? Cave! Look at all that stuff.
time to go. Follow the wind. Wind strider.
Alrighty. What's Walrus doing tonight? Anyone watching Walrus right now? How long would you say the first Archon quest took me for the chasm? Are you talking about the one that just came out? I think on average, I think the Archon quests usually take me about 2, maybe 2.5 hours to do. But like, I know that giveaway summons. Oh, okay. The one that came out before part 2. I can't really remember, to be honest with you, but like, generally speaking, the quests usually take me about 2.5 hours. But then again, like, I'm really slow. I do these quests so slow. I don't skip dialogue. I listen to all the voice acting. I take my time. I often, like, usually between parts of the quest, I'll like stop and I will chat, you know, with chat or whatever. So it's kind of hard to tell. I know there are some YouTubers that upload story and they're pretty fast getting through it. I think most YouTubers or streamers, it's like an hour and a half, maybe an hour to do the quests. I'm mostly the same, but use subs and skip VO a bit if I get the gist of it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, if you're using subs, then, you know, you don't really have to listen to the whole thing. Oh, I haven't done this one yet. Go ahead and go. He just pulled Jalen 152 pulls. I see. No. Good thing Albedo. No, we couldn't. Oh. Good thing Albedo's construct lasts like an eternity.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Yay. Free stuffs. The trick is skipping at a moment where the foreign VA punctuates so it feels natural. That's a good point, yeah. It's not like you know the difference, right? Yeah. Heck yeah. Is it heck yeah or keck yeah? You guys tell me. Okay, where's the ore? There it is. Heckin' yeah. What about keckin' yeah? Look, another chest. Hello, money. Goodbye, working for a living.
I'm on a roll.
Woohoo! God, I love Max Middleman. Gosh. Gorsh. It feels so much more satisfying to mine down in the chasm just because you get more stuffs. Okay, I can swap off this team now. And the pursuit continues. I think this is the tunnel that goes to that main atriary that we can't, like... Wait, there's a lumen stone that I'm missing. Wait, what? Whoa, oh, there it is. Oh, God. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to climb. Oh, I see gas. Oh, it's behind the...
Incinerate! Ha!
The wind knows me.
Motion to compel.
Blow up.
Incinerate!
There we go. Huh. Oh, okay, I see the lever. Okay, so then... It's almost time for Freddy to off his next victim. True. True. He's getting impatient. Okay, but how am I gonna get over in that area? No, this seems like it's just leading away from it. Yeah.
Into the wind.
Motion to compel.
Oh, hey, there's a dendro slime down there. Wait, what's up with that? Oh, I forgot about that.
Time to go.
Weird. New fun thing I found with my Zhao. Finding a big cluster of ore and simultaneously breaking them all with plunges. Nice. 10 out of 10 mining.
Follow the wind.
Heck yes. If Gendro works as it does now, burning will be amazing for melt carries. Yeah, I've mentioned this before, but you know how Yoimiya can do 3 reactions during one auto attack string? So like the first, third, and fifth attack will react with Yoimiya. Well, I think that's very intentional because I think that Yoimiya is kind of designed for freeze teams as a solo pyro. So essentially you put Dendro, Hydro, Cryo on an enemy. So this would be a rainbow comp. So they're frozen and they have Dendro on them. And then you pull out Yoimiya, you melt. The first shot will melt. The third shot will vape. The fifth shot will burn. So you get all 3 reactions in one auto attack string. I'm really excited to try that out. When Dendro comes out, that's like one of the first things I want to try. And the beauty of it is like if you're running a freeze team, then all the other enemies are frozen. So even if you're just doing single target damage, they're just, you know, it's like shooting barrels. It's like shooting barrels full of fish. That would be a big wrinkle brain team. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wow, this looks like some big cabbage. A large cabbage. Looks like some new foliage. Game took his money and didn't give gems? Oh, for real? You mean took Sanzu's money, right? But seriously, that's for real? That just happened to Walrus? Bro, he better put out a support ticket. They will fix that. For sure. They don't want to get sued. Wow, I've never heard of that happening. Actually, I've heard of that happening one time. Lay7 told me that one time he tried to buy gems on his iPad and his iPad was lagging super bad. And I don't know if the game crashed or just lagged out or something, but like he bought gems and he didn't get any. Which, like, I don't know. If you're lagging really bad, maybe you probably shouldn't buy. You probably shouldn't try to buy anything while you're lagging. Personal opinion. How do I get to these freaking lumen stones? Let's see here. Maybe there's a back way. Oh, well that's embarrassing. Hey, Zach. Nice to see you. Okay. He just got the gems now. Okay, well that's good. Just very delayed. Oh. Huh. Ow. I'm not trying to die. I'm just trying to see if there's like a hidden entrance or something. Oh.
Quietly now.
Bro, you got slimes everywhere. Safety notice. Pfft. I don't care about safety. I play with fire professionally. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to get over there. Interesting. Fight first, safety later. Yeah. I can't wait to see a cool Dendro creature like Animo has Dvalin, Geo has Agedaha, Electro has the thing in Inazuma. Yeah. The Thunder manifestation. Yeah. I'm really excited to see what they come up with Dendro. Like, I'm just very excited to see like new designs, new monsters, the new region, new element, new reactions. Like, honestly, I could really use the fresh team building ideas. I've sort of kind of, I don't want to say I've thought of everything, but I don't know. I've been experimenting with teams for a long time, and I sort of feel like I can't really think of anything else that's like super new to me. Oh.
A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
Ooh. At this rate, you guys are not gonna get juggles by the end of stream. Is that what you want? I'm just kidding. I don't really care either way. Every time I want to refresh my welcome BP, I have to go out of my way to get the update just to do it. The thing that sucks about buying things in Genshin is you're locked to only doing the purchase on the device you made the account on. Yeah, I've heard of that. I made my account on PC, and so like I've never. Yeah, okay. As far as I know, it's a one-way street with that. Like, as far as I know, you don't need, like, if you make an account on PC, like, I can buy stuff on my phone. I buy my BP on my phone, because it's just easier. But yeah, if you start it on your phone, I don't think you can buy stuff on your PC. Or something like that. Tortura in Pokemon or something? Yeah. I kind of wonder what they're going to come up with. I'm like, especially because Dendro and Sumeru, like Sumeru itself is supposed to be based around Egyptian, Indian, Mesopotamian, like whatever you want to call it. Like, it's going to be built around some really interesting mythologies, some really interesting cultural influences, and I'm just excited to see where they take that. Like I find Hinduism really fascinating. I've studied Hinduism a lot, and Egyptian mythology is super cool. So I just think it'd be really fun to see kind of like where they take the whole region. You know, Sumeru's been Inazuma's been based on Eternity and Electro and all of these things. I'm curious, you know, we already know it's going to be kind of based around wisdom and knowledge. That's going to be a big theme. I have a feeling that it's going to be like Sumeru is going to be all about how wisdom and knowledge like perverts people. Like the search for knowledge becomes like an addiction. Hopefully not something annoying. Those Play Store coupons come in handy. True. I love all the outside USA mythology. Haha, the US is kind of boring. Yeah. Well, that's actually a big issue with the US. Not having a common mythology to make the culture feel whole is a big problem. Almost every major society that, you know, gets along has a system of public worship that like for instance, a really good example, not even a modern example, but like the Romans. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Romans, you know, the Roman Empire was consisted of a lot of different individual parts. So when Rome took over an area, they would basically tell the people, they would say, you can keep practicing whatever religion you are practicing privately, but publicly you have to worship the same public gods that the Romans worship. And the whole point of doing this was to create like a sense of togetherness, to create rituals, you know, common ceremonies, stuff like that. So the Romans, you know, kind of forced everyone to worship the same public religion, but they didn't care what you did on your own. They didn't care what you did privately. The entire point of it was just to tie the culture together, to bring people together. And so I think that is kind of where we should be thinking in the modern day. Remserp, thanks for becoming a member. I really appreciate you. Welcome to the Flow fam. You've been around for a while. It's good to see you as a member. Oh, I'm sorry for the yawns. But yeah, welcome and thank you. Fontaine is what I'm excited for. It's rumored to be based on France. Yeah, I think so. I think it is based on France. And Fontaine's going to be the technology city. That's going to be really exciting. If we don't have a gadget, like a gadget hot swapper, like something that, like a gadget to swap gadgets in Sumeru, or not Sumeru, gosh, in Fontaine, I'm going to be super disappointed. You found a way? Aw, that's awesome. Thank you. Green name game. Tech, French stuff. Yes, and the twins too. The twins are in Fontaine. They look interesting. In Canada, we worship maple syrup. Fair enough. Hey, and it works for you guys, right? Like, Canadians are all very friendly. Or so I hear. French tech. Steampunk Hydro France. That's actually a very fun way to say it. Steampunk Hydro France. Sounds kind of cool. Wait, Flo, have you seen the French demo voice lines that were done? No. No, I haven't. That'd be interesting. Like for Genshin VAs? I'd be down to check that out. You should send that my way. Kind of like what Honkai can do. It would be nice to have at least 3 gadget slots. They're swappable via shortcut key. Yeah, I think eventually we'll get something like that. I think the best, honestly, I think what they should do, because you know how tab is like your gadget key? They should just like alt tab, or not alt tab. That's how you they should just give us like a button that we can use to pull up a wheel, like a gadget wheel that lets us just like swap on the fly. Because we have so many gadgets. You know what I mean? And like, I really like to use the camera. I like to use the red feather fan, but I don't use them as much as I would if I didn't have to swap all the time. So yeah, that'd be Pog. All right, I'm yawning a bunch. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm thinking about wrapping up stream, and I'm gonna go do Volton with Stev. So yeah, you want a pet shop too? Agreed. It's in French, but there's closed captions. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Stream just ended randomly. My bad. I clicked on that link and it didn't pop it in a new tab. Like, I clicked on that link and it like took me away from my stream. And so I had to hit back. I hit back, like return, and it took me back to the stream. But note to self, it does not pop out links from the chat. But yeah, I have it up on I have it up now. So I'll go ahead and watch that after. Wait. No, it isn't up. You're gonna have to DM it to me. The link is like not working for some reason. Yeah. Quickly pull up a compass every now and then. Yes. Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for being here, for being awesome. You didn't quite make the like goal. That's okay. Can't win them all. You just have to look forward to me juggling next time. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy Walrus's stream. I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, stay healthy. Stay hydrated. A peace, everybody. Bye-bye.